What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate ya.
Hey, everybody! So, it's been a minute since we've last posted a video, and that's because we've been doing a little traveling over the past couple weekends.
So Thanksgiving weekend, we went to Las Vegas to visit with our daughter and her family.
And we had a lot of fun. They laid it out. It was the first time I ever tried a deep fried turkey, and it was the first time he ever done it, and it came out great.
Yes, it was delicious.
But we played a lot of games there, and then the very next weekend, I got to go to Pax Unplugged, which was amazing.
And of course, I'm jealous.
Yeah, because she had to stay home and teach,
Stay home and work, yes.
Which I really wanted you to come. You have to go next year. You're going next year. No, Philadelphia.
We'll see.
Love history.
But
you gotta see.
It depends upon what job I have.
No, you're going. You're taking that Friday off.
We'll see.
But anyway, so in this video, we're just gonna do a recap of the games that we played. So in Vegas, we played 8 games with the grandkids. Actually, it was 7 with the grandkids, but there was an 8th one that I got to play. So the first game we played was Point Salad.
Yes. Yes.
Now, Point Salad is a game that I gifted to them after showing it to them a few years ago. And when we got there, they wanted to play, And this was really like the first time we played at the maximum player count.
Yes.
And it was fun. I mean, I didn't know the grandkids could be like cash talking like they are, and my son-in-law was cash talking too, which was, I said, like, that's where they get it from. So in Point Salad, you're drafting cards. You're either drafting like different ingredients or vegetables like carrots or peppers or cabbages, or you are drafting a scoring opportunity. So you might get 4 points per carrot or something like that. And we really had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
And that was, like I said, that was the first time we played at maximum player count. So the next game we played was, I showed the youngest grandkids. So our grandkids are age 17, 15, and 10. And I showed the youngest kid, Jacob, how to play a Gentle Rain. Which a Gentle Rain is a game that you play when you're stressed. He's too young to be stressed right now. So, but I was playing it. He was like, "What's this game, Granddad?" And I said, "I'm gonna show you how to play it." And in a Gentle Rain, you placing down, you're building out this lake, and you are trying to match the emblems on the lake in order to put these tokens on there. And he played it like maybe 3 or 4 times, and he really enjoyed it. He kept trying to beat my score. So the next game we played, we actually played on the TV.
Oh, we played Monopoly. And honestly, I don't know why Dwayne hates on Monopoly.
I like Monopoly.
It was fun.
I do not like Monopoly.
So we played the what?
The Nintendo Switch.
The Nintendo Switch version. And
yeah,
it was a blast.
Because he had it on the Nintendo Switch, so he hooked it up to the large TV, and we played. Was it 5 players?
It was 5 of us, because it was all 3 boys and then us 2.
Yep, and she ended up winning. But it was funny watching them try to haggle the property.
What I like about it is when somebody owes you money, they don't have the option of not paying. But what was funny in that game is you can go bankrupt and our grandsons kept getting to the point where they were about to be bankrupt. They was like, "Grandmommy, can I get a loan? Grandmommy, can we cut a deal?" It was a blast.
Yeah, I mean, I would play it with them.
Yes,
I would just play it
would.
with them, but I'm not a Monopoly guy.
But that version was fun.
It was. I give it to them. All right.
Yes.
So the next game we played is another game I gifted to them, and that's Dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not Dive. You know, her depth perception. And so in Dive, you're placing these clear tiles that have all these sea animals on them. And you're trying to go as far down while avoiding sharks, or, you know, you're like guessing where the sharks are. And if you can guess where the sharks are, then you're able to continue to go on, you know. It's a push your luck.
It's a push your luck game.
And you're racing to get this stone that the elder has thrown down in the water. So it's a race game, push your luck. And I gifted this, you know, showed it to the middle grandchild, and he loved it, Elijah. And he loved it. And I gifted it to him. So when we got there, he say, "Granddad, you want to play Die?" And I ended up playing it with him and Jacob, you know. And it was fun. I won that.
Yes.
You know, I almost didn't win, though, because they were so far ahead, you know. But, you know, they got better eyes than me. But I ended up winning. I was okay with that.
Okay.
So the next game we played was, you know, Marrakesh.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. Yes. Now, you can only play Marrakesh with 4. So.
Yeah, we played with Elijah and Jacob.
Yes.
And Marrakesh is a game that was introduced to me by Ruel Gaviola over at Stonemeyer Design Day. And once I saw that, I had to get it, and we finally played it. And in this game, you know, it kind of got feels of Monopoly. If you think about it, because you're placing carpets. Everybody has their own sets of carpet. And you're placing carpet out onto the board. And so you got this little meeple, and you're rolling dice, and he moves as far as he can.
I love that meeple.
And when he moves, if he moves on other players' carpet, depending on the area size, you have to give the other players a certain amount of money. You know.
But I like it because, to me, it's not as random as Monopoly.
No, it's not. So in Monopoly, you got the randomness of the dice, but you also got the randomness of the cards that you pull, and you end up going to jail. Like, I forgot to mention, I went to jail like 3 times in that game. You know?
I never went to jail.
You always try to be a goody two-shoes.
Because, you know, he a low-key thug, so. Just saying.
Well, okay. We're going to bring that up in a game later that I picked up. All right. So that she would not play, but it is so fun. All right. Anyway, we played Marrakesh, and I don't remember who won.
I don't either.
You know, but
it was Jacob.
You think? I think that it was just so fun playing that game.
Yes.
Now, the next game was a game that me and Elijah played, and that was Downtown Farmers Market.
Yes.
Game we just played last night.
Yes.
And that in Downtown Farmers Market, you're placing these tiles. It's these scoring tiles. You're trying to get like a certain. There's tiles on the top row and the right column. Left column, and they have scoring opportunities, and you're drafting tiles to try to meet those scoring opportunities. So you have to have a certain number of eggs, or you have the most milk, or something like that, or you can only have like three corn and 3 cheese in this particular row.
Yeah.
And if you score a certain number of points. And so you can't get all of them. If you're able to get all those scoring opportunities, then you bad. You know. And so Downtown Farmers Market, we really enjoyed that.
It's a cute game.
Yeah, I definitely like playing that with kids.
Yeah, it's a game I would play with kids.
Now the other game we got was so there is an outdoor market. This is not a game we played, but my Elijah bought the game because of our past video. and he bought Planet.
He bought Planet, and we ended up playing. Now I played Planet with my 2 youngest grandsons, Elijah and Jacob, and we had a blast.
Yeah, because I was out of the house, and I'll tell you why I was out of the house in a minute. So, Planet, great game. You guys really enjoyed it, and he bought the game.
And honestly, Elijah ended up winning. I think he beat me by 3 points.
No, so whenever we go to Vegas, I always go to this gaming store. It's in the outdoor market near the airport. It's called Gaming Go. And I always go there because they always had the Kickstarter games or games that are hard to find. And there was a game, I've been collecting Sashi and Sashi games. So I went there to see if they had it, and I ended up getting, where did I put it? Here it is. I picked up this one. Take the Acorn. Now this is an older game by them, but I really love Sashi and Sashi's games. So I'm trying to get all of them, I think I almost got all of them. I think there's one more that just came out, and it's about cleaning up the house. You looking at me like, yeah, whatever. And so that's where Elijah picked up Planet. And also there's another place that I discovered down there. And this, shout out to Ruel Gaviola because we're foodies. And there's this corn dog place that, oh my gosh, the corn dogs are so amazing.
Yeah, they were good.
They
were good.
I went there first with my son-in-law, and we bought the corn dogs, and later on, I ended up taking the wife down there, you got to try these corn dogs.
The whole family went.
Yeah, the whole family went. And there was a craft lemonade shop, I've always heard of craft beer, but I didn't know they had a craft lemonade place. So we went there. Now, and he picked up Planet. Now, like I said, they played Planet, but the reason I didn't play it was because the other thing I always do when I go to Vegas is I go to Meepleville, which is owned by Tim, and Tim we're good buddies, and I always try to meet up with him to play a game. And he showed me Revive. And Revive is a game that came out at Essen, and his friend went to Essen, brought it back, so he loaned it to him so he could show it to me. And Revive is probably, I only played it one time, but I think it might be my favorite game of the year. I'm gonna be honest, that game was good. I really, really enjoyed our play of that game.
Okay.
So those are the 8 games that we played at Vegas.
Okay.
All right, so now jump into PAX. PAX Unplugged. Oh my gosh, did I have, so I went to PAX to work for Kids Table Board Games. They were looking for people to demo their games, and I reached out and I was like, hey, I'd like to do it, because I really enjoy their games. We have Creature Comforts, and we have Fossilis, we have Wreck Raiders, and we have Food Fighters. And I really enjoy their games. So the first game that we played, jumping ahead. I got to demo Maple Valley. They told me to show people how to play Maple Valley. And Maple Valley, you will love Maple Valley.
Didn't I demo Maple Valley?
No, you have not demoed Maple Valley.
I thought I did.
No.
Okay.
It's on Kickstarter.
Oh, I demoed.
It might be, Kickstarter's probably done now.
Okay.
But yeah, Maple Valley's in the same world of Creature Comforts.
Okay.
And pretty much you're traveling around getting ready for this festival, but the spring festival, and you are moving your little meeple around using your friends to go activate those actions, and you're foraging for different resources, or you're getting maps, or you're getting I forgot what they call the cards, and you're crafting these cards, favorite cards.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Okay.
And it's pretty much in the same vein of Creature Comforts.
Okay.
But instead of worker placement and dice replacement, you're just doing this movement.
Okay.
You're playing cards. It's a hand management. You got a little bit of deck building because you're putting friends into your hand.
Okay.
And it's really, really, really good.
Okay.
And the people I've shown it to, You know, we were over there having a good time.
Okay, all right.
And so I was working for them.
Okay,
Now, I only got to play 4 games there.
okay.
Yeah, Maple Valley was one of them. The other game that I got to play was I was able to play this game that you're not even going to like the name. Blood on the Clock Tower.
Ew. Yes, ew.
Yeah, so Blood on the Clock Tower is like a social deduction game, and you don't like social deduction.
Well, I might could deal with social deduction, but that title,
Well, it's like we played it. I played it with Jeff and Jamie from Foster the Meeple, and Jazz from Labia Hobbies, and the guys over at Table Knots. You know, played it with them. I don't know their name is. I want to say Matt and Doolin. If that's not right, I'm sorry. But but it's pretty much one guy he's going around killing folk, and we are playing other townsfolk, and we are trying to figure out who's killing them. You know, the townfolk.
So it's a whodunit.
Yeah, who did it and who keeps doing it.
Okay.
You know, not a who done it, but who keeps doing it, because every now and then certain people end up getting killed.
Okay.
You know, and I'm gonna be honest. When we first started the game, I was kind of like, you know, but by the end of the game, the story that's weaved, I really enjoy the game. But it's all about who you play with.
If you say so.
Yeah, all right. It really is all about who you're playing with. And playing with Table Knots and Foster the Meeple and Labia Hobbies, playing with them, I would definitely play this game again with them.
Okay.
You know, speaking of playing the games with Jeff and Jamie, I wanted to make a point to play another game with them.
Okay.
And so I brought my copy of Wind the Film, which is a Sashi and Sashi game. And the coolest part, like when you in PAX, you're getting pulled every which way, especially when you're a content creator, you know, because you are trying to, like, I want to play a game with that person. I want to play a game with that person. Or, hey, let's make sure we go get something to eat together or whatever. Because this is the only time you get to see all these content creators, because everybody lives all over the country, you know, and in Canada, all over the world. And so I hooked up with Jeff and Jamie. Please, if you have not watched their channel is so great. You know, I love watching their channel. But I ended up playing with Jeff and Jamie and Rodney Smith from Watch It Play, which was like, oh, I was like, I mean, I was giddy. I'm not even gonna lie. I wish she was there. You know, in fact, while we were playing, she called, you know, because we kept calling to check in, and she called while we were playing. I put it on speakerphone, and they all gave her, hey, Alicia, I wish you were here.
Yeah.
So,
I wish I was there too.
So we played Wind the Film, and that was so much fun. We played that, and then we played Scout, you know, which they already knew about Scout. I taught them Wind the Film, but they already knew how to play Scout. So we played Scout, and I mean, that was probably one of the highlights of you know, playing of PAX for me.
Okay.
You know. What was the other game? Oh, I demoed a game called Boop.
B-O-O-P?
Yep, Boop.
Okay.
It's a cat game.
All right.
You know, Rachel would like, she loved her cats. And pretty much it's like tic-tac-toe in a way.
Okay.
You got the board is a quilt, and you got these small kittens, and you got cats. And you're trying to get your big cats in a row of 3. Thing is, the kittens, somebody place your kitten. When you place your kitten, if there's a kitten adjacent, it pushes them, it boots them to the next space.
Okay.
You know, so in order to upgrade the cats, you got to get your kittens 3 in a row, and then you got your cats, and then the cats, they don't move when you place a kitten because they're big fat cats.
Okay.
You know, it's a cute game.
All right.
You know, and then the other game that I got to demo was My Little Everdale. They surprised us there with My Little Everdale, which is pretty much a lighter version of Everdale. Kind of like My Little Sight, you know. And I played it, and, you know, it's, I love the art. I've always loved the art of Everdale. Andrew Bosley just does it again, knocks it out the park with this art. And so I played that, and let me see, I think that's really it, because we were moving all over. I played Maple Valley most of the time, you know. So now, I really wish you were there.
I wish I was there too.
You gotta go next year. I had a Philly cheesesteak. You always be wanting Philly cheesesteak. Well, have a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia.
I mean, that would be cool. That would be cool.
You know, and I saw so many good people. I saw Suzanne Sheldon and Mandy Hutchison. I always listen to their podcast, Salt and Sass. You know, they used to do the podcast on Dice Tower, but now they have their own Salt and Sass, which is really, really good. Like I said, I finally met Michelle from Second Star to the Left. You know, that was really cool meeting her. I didn't get to see Billy. Who else? Like I said, Jeff and Jamie, Rodney Smith. I saw the brothers Murph. They were really, it was just really, really so much fun, you know. Now, let's talk about the games that I picked up that came to the collection. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You gotta be more excited.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, I purposely packed a light because you bring your bag back. You had to make sure it's a certain pound. So my bag was 23
Do you
pounds.
have to go through all of that?
Yes.
No, you don't. Yeah. Just show us the games.
Well, the first one I had to get, was Lacrimosa.
Okay.
You know, in this game, you are trying to finish Beethoven's music.
Okay.
You know, and I really wanted to get it. And that cover, look at that cover. That cover is beautiful. You know, I picked that up, and then I wanted to pick up, you know, Ahoy, which is still in shrink wrap, because, you know, I like pirates.
Okay.
And I heard about this, and I didn't get to see it at Gen Con, so, yeah, I had to pick this up, you know. Now, those were the two games that I was going to get.
Okay.
Were there impulse buys? Yes. I'm sorry. My first impulse buy was, of course, My Little Everdale. Look at that. That art is beautiful. You know, I had to get that. And then one that I just recently heard Real Gaviola mention. And that's basketballs. And in this game, you are running a basketball team and building a basketball team, you know. And one of my best friends, Brian, he loves sports, so I figured this would be a great game to play with him, you know. Okay. The last impulse buy is, as she says, I have my inner thug. There is no inner thug. Why you think? But I keep telling her, this game is so hard to find.
What?
You know, Bad Company. I am not. This game is fun. So, I heard this talked about by Z Garcia over at Dice Tower, and I was interested. I was attracted to the thing, you know. I mean, okay, my second favorite game of all time is Escape Plan.
Thank you.
I get it. You know, I like playing the bad guy every now and then. You know, but he was like, this is pretty much a better space base. Mm-hmm. And I played it a few times solo, and I really liked it. I had already tried it because one of my guy already has it. Okay. And we played it, and I was like, I want to seek this out. But this game was hard to find. Okay. And so I'm sitting there at near the DeVere booth, and I see a guy walking by with it in his hand. I'm like, where'd you get that? You know, and he was like around the corner over there, and I went over there like, oh my gosh, I had to buy it. I'm sorry. Right. So anyway, those were the games that have entered our collection.
All right.
Now, the other thing I do definitely have to say, you know, and I want to say this because Rodney Smith, you know, when I saw him and, you know, we took a picture together and he had on one of our t-shirts. And then I saw Ruel and he had on our t-shirt. And I'm trying to figure the t-shirt thing out. I really got to make our t-shirts available to you guys. So I am working on that.
So any suggestions?
I mean, I know you can go to Teespring.
But we already made them.
Yeah, that was the thing. And see, this is how supportive this woman is. When I first started doing the channel, she was like to show her support, she went and bought me a bunch of t-shirts, you know, and from a local business, which was cool. I was like, thank you. But the thing is, shipping them. You know, I was like, now, if we do sell these, we have to ship them. So we have to make time for that, you know, and that is our biggest challenge is time, you know. Like I said, she's a teacher, so she's not always, when she's off work, she's still working. I mean, she got to go do lesson plans when we get done with this video. So, you know, but I'm going to figure it out because I know it's a lot of you guys that really want the shirts and I'm going to get it. I'm going to make them available to you. But anyway, that is our what we've been doing over the last couple of weekends. You know, we've been playing a lot of games. You know, we forgot to mention we met a wonderful couple, Ryan and Emily, and we've been playing games with them, meeting up. We showed them Verdant. We showed them Shake That City. I cannot get that out of my head. Ever since I saw Meeple University's video, that song has been stuck in my head. You know, so she did her job. Anyway, like I said, if you like the contents of the video, feel free to hit the like button.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And like I said, I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
This has been Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.